Good morning everybody, and this is your Euro USD setups for today. So just starting off on the weekly, I just want to highlight something here. You can see the 150 EMA, we are above and below, above and below, above and below, above and below, and then we seem to have got a piercing pattern here a couple of weeks ago, which is now with follow through. Oscillators are starting to point to the downside, so this is just indicating strong dollar. Now we do have a fairly strong area of support that we're back at again, and that's this 107,400 area. So if you just look at the oscillators there on the weekly, you can see pointing down. Look at the moving averages. You can see we're crossing over bearish now on the faster moving averages. So something is brewing, and we're not going to go sideways like this forever. And you can see how the sideways price action is just getting tighter and tighter. So big moves up, big moves down, big moves up, big moves down, big move up, smaller, smaller, smaller. So it is really starting to tighten up. And when you get down to the levels we want to be trading, you can see CPI data yesterday impacted the dollar positively, which obviously impacts the euro negatively. And if you just zoom out a little bit, you'll see the strong area of support, but high areas of lower highs. So you're looking for a lower low in order for this to trigger a bigger sell-off. Now, the challenge that we've got is we've got some strong data in Europe, so obviously that's why the euro is also strong, and then you've got some negative data in the US, which is why the dollar is weak. So it's a tug of war between Europe and USA at the moment when you start looking at the data. I mean, the economy in Germany is just looking better positioned or well positioned compared to where the US is. So that's why you're seeing this strong up, strong down type price action. It's just confusion. Now, we are above and below the moving averages here on the 8 hour, which is always a warning sign that we are ranging. 3 hour, very similar. But if I was a betting man, which I suppose we often get told that as traders, that we are just betting, and I'm going to pick up those levels and we'll have a look at them on the lower time frames. But you can see where I'm picking up the fractals, just looking for the most logical area where fractals, and obviously long tails is very logical, and then you look for pin bars and things like that to indicate where price is. So on the hour, sideways, really nothing through the week, and then this massive sell-off, which was pretty much impossible to get in on. What's that? 1,200 pips. So pretty much just impossible. You're not going to get in on a move like that without some coin tossing. I'm just adding another level in, and I just want to get down to 15 minutes, and then we can start looking at what the plan of action is for the moment. So for yesterday, you can see sideways, 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 sideways. First 15-minute bar done. No pullback for you to get in on that move. So yeah, the only way you would have captured this as a day trader is jumping in on a move, which is always risky. Sometimes it pays off, but a lot of times it doesn't. So that's the only way you would have got in on this. But you see the strong move, then you can see we moved into the channel. So big move down and then gradually moved into the channel before going sideways. So that channel has broken. Look at the moving averages here, sorry, the oscillators. We are starting to group the upside, and we are now ranging. So you would be interested to see what happens at 107,680, 107,791, and 107,907. Those would be the areas for a short if price got up here. However, remember what I said, this level here at 107,400 basically is a strong weekly level. Look at my oscillators here on the 15 minutes. We are in a downtrend at the moment. We had a strong move down sideways. So what's next? I anticipate we're probably going to get a break to the downside and a retest here. So I would be looking to short the retest of 107,400. That is what I'd be looking at. You have a micro target at 107,222, and there's a tail on that as well. There's a lot going on at that level. Yeah, not even a look for the next level. That is your trade. So, oh, that's not very profitable, is it? There's 107,222, and if you just scroll across here, you can see how important that is. So either the buyers are coming in off that, or you're going to see another big move like this, which is just going to power through it. So it's 150 pips, which is a reasonable trade. I mean, 100 points for me pays the bills, I always say. So yeah, so that's kind of the only structure that I'd be looking at. If we do pull back to 107,680 and start rejecting there, or any one of the levels above it, definitely looking for another move down, but you're probably going to be held up in this zone again. There's no two ways about it. Even if you look at the daily, you can see this is where the swing lows were. So I think be very cautious of just shorting in this zone where we are. If you do break through this, you're going to be on the 5 minute or even 15-minute chart, but preferably the 5-minute chart, to pick up this little move to the downside. But yeah, we start dropping below the lows of this week at 107,222, then you're going to see a bigger move down, because that basically breaks this strong area of support. Okay, so yeah, so rule of thumb for today is just watch. You're looking for a retracement of sorts higher up, a rejection, and then a move down. If you've got time, look at the 5-minute charts, and you're going to see it's going to be a little bit easier for that rejection, because you can move down, find a rejection here at 107,450 area, and then first you'll tag 107,400 area, and then if you break through that, then you've got the bigger moves to the downside. Okay, anyway, that's kind of my view for today. Just whatever you do, keep those stops really tight, because the buyers can come in here based on the higher time frames. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.